Welcome boys and girls. In today's video we're going to be installing the high clearance crossover steering on the SquareBody. We're going to be installing a steering box stiffener, a steering box, an XJ steering shaft as an upgrade, and then we're going to be doing the Ruffstuff DIY crossover steering kit. So let's roll the intro and get into this. As you can see, this is all the goodies we're going to be installing in the truck. This is the Ruffstuff Specialties high clearance crossover steering kit, and it comes with the bungs, the jam nuts, the tie rod ends, 2 pieces of Dom tubing, quarter wall, so they are extremely thick. I got their Pitman Arm, and then this is the TMR knuckle plates that you bolt onto the steering knuckles. I have the Off-Road Designs steering box stiffener, so I have the Weld on kit that I already put on in the front axle install video, and then this is the bolt-on kit to make it extremely strong. Then over here I got a steering box for the truck. It's a 2-wheel drive steering box from Redhead Steering Gears. Then I have a Jeep XJ steering shaft upgrade. It replaces the old rag joint that is on the truck, and this should be a huge upgrade for the steering quality for the truck just in general. So the first step is I'm going to bolt these TMR toe setup to the knuckles, and then from there we could start measuring it out and just get an idea of how long our tie rod needs to be. So with getting the alignment tool on the truck, I got it all together with the tape measures. I'm using 2 different tape measures, but my plan to kind of offset that is I'm just going to start them off at 2 inches, at the 2-inch mark on each one. And then I just used, a couple clamps to help hold them in place. I put the levels on them to make sure they are zeroed out, so we are good there. That is about 74.5 inches on this side, and 74.5 inches on this side, but since we started off at 2 inches, it is 72.5. So what I did for the rod ends that go with the tie rod is I just took the bungs and I spun them on there. There is the start of some threads, so I just spin it off until you don't see any threads for both of them. And then from there I will take these tie rod ends, set them in the high steer arms, and then I could just measure from shoulder to shoulder on the bungs, and that should give me my length I need for the tie rod bar. Got the tie rod measured for and marked down. The length is 46 3/4 inches, so I got it fully marked on the tie rod. So with that being marked down, the next step is I'm going to install the steering box. We're going to plumb it in, make sure it's fully good to go, put the Pitman arm on it, the XJ steering shaft. We're going to make sure all of that is good to go, along with the stiffener over there. I was out here pretty late last night getting quite a few things done. I had to cut a hole in the cross member that was welded on there by a previous owner to get the stiffener for the steering box in place. So all that's bolted in and good to go. Got the Pitman arm on there. It's not tight because I got to clock it and make sure it's in the right spot before I measure for the drag link. But I got the steering shaft in. I did have to modify that steering shaft just to make it shorter. All right, I got the truck idling and I got it fully burped, all the air bubbles out of the system. And the steering box I went with from Redhead Steering Gears is the 4-turn option. It's an upgrade for the larger tires for the 2-wheel drive steering box for the crossover steering for these square bodies. So we got our measurements for the tie rod and the drag link: 46 inches for the tie rod, 29.5 for the drag link. Going over here to the Dom tubing, I got the remeasurement for the tie rod, so it was about 1 inch shorter, so I had more thread engagement, and then I got the drag link measured out. My plan is I'm going to cut this tubing, remount the ends so there's no burrs for the bungs to slide in with no issues. Then from there, I'm just going to tack weld the bungs on so I can re-mock everything up and make sure everything is 100%. So if anything is screwed up, I could cut the tack weld and be able to put it back on or fix whatever issues I have. Here is the tie rod cut down to length and all cleaned up. And here is the drag link. Got it cleaned up. I cut it about, I'd say, 1/4 to 1/2 inch short with a Sawzall before or after the line, a little too long. But I went around it with the grinder, spinning the pipe, so I have a even flat surface and got down to the line right to the length we need. I got the bungs on there, and they're not tack welded yet. I got everything prepped with acetone, good to go. Got the welder going. Okay, I got the rod ends on. They're just threaded on. Nothing's too tight yet or fully adjusted, but it's finally starting to look like a drag link and a tie rod. I'm liking how they're coming out. We'll get some strong welds on there, but we're gonna mock them up first, and then from there, get them burned in. Well, we got the drag link and tie rod on. It is looking good. The only thing I'm concerned about is the clearance from the U-bolt to the tie rod right there. It's about, gosh, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of clearance. I hope it does not interfere, but it is on there. Everything is just tacked for the moment for mock-up. Everything fit with no issues. It's looking good. I'm extremely happy with it. It is good. Everything fits up fine, so we will fully weld these in here soon. Our drag link and tie rod are fully welded up. Cleaned them up with the grinder a little bit. Went over that first weld on the tie rod again, just to make sure it was good. Got good penetration on it. Letting these cool down. They're still hot to the touch. Once they are cooled down, I'm gonna hit them with acetone. Then from there, we're gonna throw a coat of paint on them. So the tie rod and drag link are fully done. Got them laid out on a little bit of rebar and some jack stands. They're cooling down. I did wipe them down with acetone already. Make them as clean as possible for the paint. And I did go over them with the grinder to get any of the slag or anything off of them there. I did go over the welds again. So the welds have been gone over twice. So they should be definitely strong enough. And I should not have any issues with them being done and wiped down. I'm just letting them cool down. Then from there, we could start throwing some paint on there. Well, it took a while, but the tie rod and drag link are nice and dry. So I'm going to install the tie rod ends here in a second, get them installed on the truck and adjusted in for the toe and the tie rod direction to make the steering wheel straight. But in the meantime, I did trim down the front U-bolts on each side, and I did some trimming on the fenders. Kind of rounded them out, smacked them with the dead blow a little bit to kind of push them in. But I know they're not perfect, but they're slightly rounded. Should give enough clearance for the front tire, I hope. And that's how they're looking. Kind of rounded off. I want to make this corner right here a little bit rounder, so I'll take the file to it in a second. But yeah, it is trimmed up. Should give enough clearance for the front tire, I am hoping. And it doesn't look half bad for the front. Just that gap right there between the fender and that bottom part of the header panel. But it looks good. I think it'll all come together once I get the front bumper on it also. But with that tie rod and drag link being dry, I will get the tie rod ends into both of them and we will start installing it. I got the castle nut on there and tight with the pin to hold it all in place. I got the studs off of the knuckles. Good to go, nice and tight. I even blue Loctited them. That one's out a little bit farther than the other side, just so it doesn't interfere with that U-bolt still. But everything is tight, good to go. Next step is I'm going to put in the drag link and get that measured up and tight. And I got the toe adjusters back in place and set up to the right width, so then I could get the drag link in there, get it in place, and get everything tight. And then from there, we are done. So I'll get that in place. I gotta start the truck so I can make sure the steering wheel's in a good spot. And then from there, we can put in the drag link. Both ends of the tie rod and drag link are tight and good to go. Even greased them up. And we have zero issues with it. It is all done, looking good, and I am happy with it. So yeah, it's getting near the tail end of this project. We're gonna have to get the tires on this thing soon and test drive it. But we're all done with this crossover steering from Ruffstuff Specialties. So I will have a link to the kit I used down below. And if you've gotten this far, I want to thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys.